name is Vanina Hochman. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, and I'm the corporate director of special programs for Retreat Behavioral Health. There's no getting around the fact that this is definitely an extremely stressful time for all of us. Not only because of the virus, because we're worried about the virus, because we're worried about the impact of the virus on our family, but we're also worried about the impact of how this quarantine is affecting our family. Especially if you are the parent, the mom of a school-age child. Just like I am, I have 7-year-old twins, and I am working from home and a full-time teacher as well now. And there's been a lot of feelings that come with that, anxieties that come with that. For all of us moms out there that are working from home, I think we have to give permission to ourselves to relax our standards a little bit. It's a lot. It's okay to not know how to homeschool. It's okay not to know how to work from home. It's okay to not know how to feel. We are all doing our best. It's okay to have a pile of dirty dishes at the end of the day. It's okay to have the laundry unfolded. It's okay. Cut yourself some slack too. You'll get to everything. Everything will get done. It's a lot to handle. I think it's a good time to cut the kids some slack too. Not to pick on them, to really not get annoyed at a lot of the little things that sometimes us moms get annoyed at. It's hard these days because we are together so long and on top of each other, but it's a good time to be a little bit more lenient, not on the important things, but maybe on some of the little things that usually might be annoying. This could be an opportunity to make some memories with your family. Your kids will remember this time. They'll remember staying home with you. They'll remember the time that they spend with you. This could be an amazing opportunity to make some memories. I know it sounds weird, but for them, for kids, it is going to be probably a really good memory. A memory of having dinner with their parents every day and with family time. And this is an opportunity to do some special things, maybe have a family movie night and have ice cream with special toppings, or draw chalk art in the sidewalk, or just make some special memories as a family, and make a time capsule. There are definitely things that you can do as a family to make this time special. Ask your kids to step up to the challenge. This is a great time for them to pitch in. They are already pitching in by staying home and by doing their duty, and explain that to them, how much they are contributing to helping the world and society right now by staying home and by what they're doing. If your kids have not done chores yet in their life, this is an amazing time to start. They'll feel good by doing something good for the house, for doing something good to help the family. Make it a teachable moment. Model it as well. Build in time to let off steam. I mean, we are spending a lot of time together on top of each other, and let's be honest, it's gonna be stressful and it's gonna be sometimes a little bit too much. So it's okay to let it out, and we can let it out sometimes in fun ways. We can build in the time to let it out. We can have loud dance parties. We can run around the block. We can have pillow fights, safe pillow fights. we can build in that time to kind of let it out. And we can take time apart within our house if that is possible. We can ask for alone time. The kids can ask for alone time too. They're allowed. And we can ask for alone time if needed. Just make them aware that they are allowed to do that, and do that together. Definitely try to get outside, get some exercise, get some vitamin D, and feel the sun if you can. That actually builds your immune system as well. And it's good to let the kids exercise, and the family, not just the kids, everybody. It's really good to get outside, go on scavenger hunts, go on bike rides. Even if you just go out for a walk, get outside. Limit your child's anxiety by really managing your own. Children really feed off our own energy, and we are their role models. I know for sure that my household runs on my energy most of the time. And if I'm feeling stressed, I'm feeling anxious, usually that's how my kids are feeling too. They're feeding off of me. So we are going to talk about it. Age-appropriate talk as well. Depending on your child's age, there's a lot of things that you can talk about. There are ways to talk to children about the virus, how we approach it depending on their age, obviously. Limit the amount of news media that they are exposed to, but you can make them feel safe, letting them know, fortunately, that there are not a lot of children at this point getting majorly sick from the virus, and that mostly you are trying to keep them safe, and explain to them why social distancing and physically distancing is important. But mostly giving them a space to really talk about their anxieties. If we manage our own anxieties and our own stress, that will really resonate the best with the kids. If we put on our own oxygen mask first, then we can put theirs on first, right? Just like when you're getting on a flight, we have to take care of ourselves as moms to be able to take care of them. And they are very aware of how we're feeling. And the best thing is really to be honest and open about it, and have that space to talk about it. Their anxiety and the way they're feeling is probably going to look different than ours. Theirs might look like a stomach ache or a nightmare or some regression. You know, my 7-year-old all of a sudden started being afraid of the dark again. That is something that he had not experienced since he was 4. But all of a sudden that started happening last week again. But that is very normal. I understood that as him having some fears that were related to what was going on now. And I was able to address it, and I did not dismiss it. I didn't say, well, that's a baby fear. You're 7 years old. You're too old to have the fear of the dark. That's not how I addressed it. I listened to him, and I bought him a new nightlight, even though we had got rid of the old one, because it's okay for them to manifest maybe some new fears at this point. The purpose is to be able to sit with them in their fears if they are having them, because we are having them too. And we can actually share a lot with our kids these days, and it'll be a bonding experience and something that will bring us together. Focus on schoolwork in chunks of time. Definitely not the entire day worth of schoolwork. I think you know your children best. I think mom knows their family best. I have early risers, for example, and my kids' attention span is best in the morning. So I know for my kids, working early in the morning works best. Their attention span is best in the morning as well. So we tend to do school 8 a.m. to around 11 a.m. Those 3 hours are key for me. We are also multitasking during those times. You know, I am working, so I do other things as well. But those are the times that work best for my kids. And as a mom, you know what works best for your kids. But definitely just block a time that works best for the kids and have some scheduled rewards. So building in a reward system has been super helpful. If I can tell you one thing, that's actually what's worked best. Not necessarily does it have to be food, but a good snack could work. A little extra time on maybe the iPad, something that they want to do, playtime outside, just doing something that they like. If they finish a certain amount of assignments, or even if we do these 3 assignments, then you work in a reward or a break with a reward. If you do these assignments, then you work in. And the reward system works for us too. So if you get a certain number of tasks checked off your to-do list, then you get to read a book, go outside for a walk, maybe set time aside for meditation or cooking or something that you really enjoy to do. Kids thrive with routine and predictability. Especially in a time of crisis, kids need to feel safe, and a routine and predictability give them that safety. Having a schedule, knowing when things are coming up, when is bath time, when is school time, when is playtime. Those things are actually what give kids safety at this time. It's one thing to be out of your routine when it's maybe a holiday, a vacation time, winter break. But when it's a long period of time and you're off your schedule, it might be really helpful to have a schedule during this time. It might look different than regular times, and it might have some flexibility. I suggest you have a little flexibility, not only for the kids, but for yourself. And for some of you, it might look like a written, colored, coded schedule on the wall. And for some other people, it might look like something that they have routinely in their minds that they're gonna follow every day. Set up a schedule daily that revolves around bathing, schoolwork, eating, activities, maybe some socializing. Socializing these days obviously looking different than what socializing used to look like. It's really not a time where you kind of wanna let go of everything. There are definitely things that you want to let go of, but you don't want the house to be completely chaotic, because that might feel unsafe for a very long period of time. So some predictability of what's coming up will help contain some of that anxiety for the kids. Definitely room for flexibility is important. I think that no need to run the house like a military, but I think that the kids will help you actually know what to expect, and they will be grateful also to know what to expect. You are doing an amazing job, and it's okay not to know how you feel, and whatever you are feeling right now is the right thing to feel. You are allowed to have those feelings. This is going to be hard, but we can do it. Reach out to people, laugh often, and let's help each other out, and this too shall pass.